Hey friends, welcome to some day in the teens. I think we've reached like halfway through Vlogmas. Hi, hello. How's everybody doing today? How are we doing? Today's video I'm super excited about. We're gonna be talking about my yearly favorites, favorite makeup, favorite things, not music specifically because I have a separate video about favorite music, just other stuff. I know a lot of people come to my channel because of my anti-hauls, so they like to know what I don't want and what I don't buy, but I do still like things. Like I still like owning things and buying things. I do not live a minimalist lifestyle because I enjoy filling my space with things that are pretty and that make me happy. Let's start with non-makeup favorites because I feel like I need to talk at length about caffeinated beverages. First and foremost, whipped coffee. Now this is instant coffee, not instant espresso. Some brands say instant espresso. I realize that's kind of an oxymoron because it's coffee. It's instant freeze-dried coffee. So I made a video on my channel back at the beginning of lockdown, back either in March or April. I think it was probably April. The whipped coffee trend was really hitting the airwaves, really hitting the internet. It's one of the only food trends that I really kind of got on board with this year because so many of these like food trends on Instagram have been just like catfishing, things that look pretty but taste terrible.
However,
this got me through the first few months of lockdown almost exclusively. I love myself a good sugary latte. I go through drive-thrus. I know I like my sweet lattes. I do not fit all of the Seattle check boxes. I do not drink my coffee black. I know. And I don't have an espresso machine at home. I don't like making my coffee at home. I like my sweet lattes. So instead of going to drive-thrus, obviously, because I didn't want to go through any drive-thrus for the beginning of all of this because a lot of places were closed and I was just being extra careful, I started buying this at my grocery store. Most of the time, my sister and I go to Grocery Outlet. My sister and I live together. We go to Grocery Outlet. This was actually their last time, but I would try a bunch of different brands, whatever was available at the store at the time. This is really, really good. Like, I really like it. I made an entire video about it, kind of doing a little like aesthetic food video, which I never do, but all it is equal parts coffee crystals, sugar, and warm water, and then you whip it up with a hand mixer or like a KitchenAid, or if you want to go by hand, go right ahead. You whip it up. I've been adding it to unsweetened vanilla almond milk or oat milk, and it is literally so delicious. It is very sweet when you add that amount of sugar, but I think because of just like the molecular like structure of everything, it needs to be equal parts. So good. It's very strong. If you drink all of it in one sitting within like half an hour, you will feel your heart in your eyes. Like you will feel your blood pumping. You feel like you'll have heart palpitations if you drink all of it in one sitting because I think it's the equivalent of like 6 cups of regular coffee. So it's very strong. Sometimes I'll do like just 1 tablespoon of each and then I'll do 2 tablespoons of each, save half of it, and then just like drink half of it over the course of like an hour or 2. It just really works. It's so cheap. It's so inexpensive to make coffee all the time this way. It was keeping me sane at home because I was working from home, really not working much at all for 2 months this year. So it was just a lot of this, sandwiches, French onion ramen. Thanks to mythical chef Josh, French onion ramen has been my favorite food that I have found this year. Just like the new thing I've tried. I'm like, wait, what? To cook onions down forever and then use like ramen seasoning? So good. But yeah, this. And then more recently, I finally tried and finally got the Death Wish Coffee Co., the world's strongest cold brew. Can you say it? Can you say it? Can you say it? Can you say it? This shit is strong. It is very strong. I made the mistake more recently drinking an entire one of these at 7 o'clock at night. Why, I don't know. It is lightly sweetened, so all I have to do when I do drink this is add it to oat milk or unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and it's delicious. Add some ice. It's so strong. But because it's a cold brew, it's not really bitter at all. And I really, really like it. This was also at my grocery store. I love Grocery Outlet. It is like the Ross of grocery stores. My Grocery Outlet gets a handful of stuff from Whole Foods, so we get like the really fancy expensive stuff for like half the price. And sometimes they'll get things that were like a box that had fallen in shipment, and so like all the cans are like kind of bent and like a little, they still work just fine, but they're like not shelf acceptable, like overstock of groceries and things that are close to being expired. So we do have to eat the things pretty quickly. I prefer getting my frozen things from there because it's so much cheaper, and because Libby is celiac and she has to eat gluten-free, frozen things at the regular grocery store are way too expensive for her and me. We've been really enjoying Grocery Outlet, and this is another find from Gross Out. Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. So we all know how hand sanitizer and washing our hands has been one of the things to get us through this year. Because I have eczema and very dry skin, like I used to have to slather my hands in Aquaphor and put gloves on and socks on. I didn't wear shoes without socks for years because my skin is so dry and flaky. So I went back to Old Faithful. I've been using Aquaphor. Aquaphor has been a part of me, like in the tub, it gives me a little bit of like flashbacks to middle school. I've been using this, especially in between my fingers. I have like a little thing on the back of my hand that just like gets kind of cracked. For the time I was here at home and not going to work, it was a lot easier because I wasn't having to wash my hands as much because I was just at home all day. But when I went back to work, my hands were horrible. At the beginning of summer, my hands were in pain because I was having to wash them so much and having to use hand sanitizer. So I bought Aquaphor, and it has been a lifesaver, as well as Cortisone 10 maximum strength ointment. You know, sometimes you just need to find some fucking ointment from the drugstore and put it all over your hands, because I was dry, I was flaky, I was itchy, I was red, my eczema was flaring up real bad on my hands, and it was really not fun. Lifesavers, seriously. 31-year-old me. Aquaphor, fucking yearly favorites, okay. Speaking of soaps and hand sanitizer, I did try a plethora of soaps this year. I have so many soaps. I've gone through so much soap this year. I've gone through more soap this year than I probably have ever had, which has been nice because I've been trying to go through all of the stuff I have like in my hoard of Lush products. Like I've been trying to finish it up, and I had a lot of fucking soap that I finished this year. Some favorite soap and hand sanitizer goodness came from Lokita Bath & Body. This is the second one of these I've had. I already finished one. This is a small business that I don't know if it was a subscriber or somebody told me about it in like June. And this is their Uniconcha soap, but it smells really nice. I love it. It's very sweet and fun, not super drying on the skin. It lasted a decent amount of time using it as a hand soap. I prefer bar soaps to use like at the sink in the bathroom. In the shower, I like shower gels and like pump soaps, but at home, just on the sink, I like bar soaps personally. So love this one. It also says, for someone as sweet as Pan Dulce and as special as a unicorn. So cute. And then this I've actually almost finished. Like I have almost finished this hand sanitizer. This is Innocent Bruja, and I actually got this and a hairspray, like a hair mist in the same scent. It smells amazing. It smells like my boyfriend's deodorant, and I mentioned this in like my gift guide at the beginning of the month, but I love this hand sanitizer. I feel like they put it in a really smart container. It's easy to open up, it's easy to keep in my purse, and it does what it needs to do. You know, it doesn't hurt my hands. I mean, it's a hand sanitizer, but you know. Nails. I'm not wearing any nails right now because my hair is freshly dyed. If you can't see, it's like super bright. Libby and I did the bleach, and then it's a little bluer than normal, but I kind of love it. And I don't want to put nails on because my fingers are going to be perpetually pink and purple for probably another week. I have been really loving the fake nails, and probably my favorite ones that I've tried this year have been from the Nailist. These are pairs that I haven't worn yet, but the last pair I was wearing was from them. It was these really pretty, like stiletto, Halloween-y, like kind of like blood drippy, cool, dark, witchy ones. I love them. Yeah, I've had four pairs of the Nailist. These ones I haven't worn yet, but they are just beautiful. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? So beautiful. And they're so well made. The customer service was really good. They are on the pricier side. Like they're pricier than what you're gonna find in like a Sally's or a CVS, but the quality is far superior. And like I love the Kiss and the Impress nails, don't get me wrong, because they are inexpensive and they're easy access, but I pretty much can't wear them more than once because after 2 weeks the actual tips have kind of worn down and they don't have the same real effect, and getting the glue off is more complicated with those ones because I feel like they dissolve a lot easier. These ones are way sturdier. The packaging is really nice. The glue works really good. They're easy to use. I just love them. I do. These have been my favorite nails of the year. Who am I? I was thinking the other day, as I was wearing like a bunch of rings on my fingers, that I pretty much took the torch of wearing rings on all of my fingers and wearing fake nails this year from my grandmother who passed away in January. Like, she was like, she always had her acrylics. She always had freaking rings on every finger. And she was just fancy. She had fancy stuff, and I just subconsciously adopted that as my own thing. So pretty much all the hair care products this year I've been using has been the same as last year, so I don't really want to talk about it. But I found a new hair dye. Normally when I do my hair, when I get my hair done, I go to my hairstylist, Brooke. But obviously this year we have been playing it extra safe, and my sister and I are immunocompromised as well as Brooke. So I played it safe, and Libby and I kind of did it at home. And I tried a bunch of different hair dyes. Joico is a little more difficult to get my hands on because it is a professional brand. So getting it from an online shop, it was way more complicated. And I tried out some different hair stuff. I tried out Overtone last year, wasn't a huge fan. I had tried Arctic Fox because I had some stuff from when I worked at Hot Topic, sold Arctic Fox at Hot Topic, and then I stopped buying Arctic Fox, and I think I saw an ad for these on Instagram, but these are the Lunar Tides hair dyes. And they're actually a Seattle-based brand. Hello, they're vegan and cruelty-free. I love the design. The packaging is gorgeous. But I used like 6 different shades in my hair this time. Fuchsia pink, cranberry, and then lychee pink down here. And then on this side, I mixed together smoky blue, nightshade on the top, and then there's like an orchid night or something on the bottom. So there's like lots of different shades in my hair, and I was really impressed with the pigmentation of these. We bleached my roots again, but then we put color all over my whole head, and I am really into these as far as like a locally made hair dye brand. I love Manic Panic, don't get me wrong. That just sometimes takes too long to get out of my hair. It's like it stains it so much. I like these. These are really nice. I really like the colors, and they're super fucking pigmented. Like, super pigmented. Sometimes the hassle of having split dye hair is that randomly like a few pieces like fall to the other side, and then you're like, I have like purple on this side. But yeah, good hair colors. I enjoy them. Okay, now to some makeup things. Let's talk about my Midas favorites from the year, because there's 4. Yes, 4 things from Midas. First and foremost is the Smoky Glow palette that came out at the beginning of the year. And I'm not just saying this because Hannah is my friend. I said this in my gift guide. I legitimately love this palette. Like, it is very much a palette that matches me. It is a color story that I gravitate towards, and it matches my hair. I enjoyed this palette so much this year, and I was so happy that Hannah got to do it and that she put something out and made something that I actually liked as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed this palette. The quality is really good. The shimmers in here, beautiful, wonderful. And yeah, I love this palette. I do. Midas has really grown this year, and I am proud of them. I have the Dawn and Noon face palettes. These were from the Neon MUA collection, from Dusk Till Dawn collection, and they are face palettes, contour palettes. And it has contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. This is more of like, not like a clay, I don't even know how to describe it. It's similar, like the formula is similar to the Super Shock shadows, but it's a little bit less dry. It's interesting. It's an interesting formula for the highlight, but it's the only thing that's in here that is this formula. Everything else is powder. I really, really love the contour shade from the Noon palette. I really love the blush from the Dawn palette. The highlighters in both are really good. The bronzers, I haven't really worn bronzers much at all, but I think these are really great value, and it goes really deep. There's like 4 of these, and if you look at the Midnight and the Dusk palettes, the shade range within 4 palettes is really impressive. So definitely love these. And then the lip gloss. This is the icing lip gloss that I got. Actually, I did get the scent in PR, and then I got the Noon palette scent in PR. I bought the Dawn palette with my own money. But this formula of lip gloss I have really been into this year. I love the component. I love the scent. It very much gives me like early 2000s Lip Smackers Bonnie Bell fun times. The sparkle in it's really nice. It doesn't irritate my lips, and it's nice and shiny and pretty, and I like it. This is the shade Strawberry. They have a clear one, this kind of pink sparkly one, a white shimmery sparkly one, and then a little deeper kind of brownie, has like a slight more metallic finish. Strawberry is my personal fave. The Oma Beauty Stay Woke concealer has been my new love. I talked about this in my if I could go out and repurchase 10 products video, and I am very excited to try more things from Oma this year. The brow stuff I've been really curious about, some of the eyeshadows, but this has been a new favorite of mine, and I don't have to go out and buy the Cover FX concealer again, which is nice because that's pretty expensive. So highly recommend this if you've been looking for a new concealer that is not Tarte Shape Tape, because this is really good. Like, the formula is so nice. Such a good formula. Jesus criminy sakes. 2 Kaleidos products. The Kaleidos Sashimi City palette that I got more recently, I will say. I feel like I always buy Kaleidos things at the end of the year, but I don't know. This has been a really nice, fun palette. Like, the neutrals in here are sure like pretty standard neutrals for me, but this kind of salmony brown is like a really cool, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I don't have a lot of shades like this exactly. And it's just really pretty. And the shimmers in here, I'm wearing this shimmer right here, which it doesn't have a name. This kind of like goldy, yellowy gold shimmer on the inner corner. So pretty. This shimmer right here is absolutely phenomenal. I'll just swatch these on my fingers. Like, you can't even see it. I love the packaging of it. I love the design. Kaleidos really kills it in the packaging department. So pretty. And then the Diamond Dasher highlighter. This is only the second highlighter I have from Kaleidos, and I actually prefer this one to Comet Catcher. I really love Comet Catcher, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this one's a lot sparklier and has a lot more impact. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today, and it's just so pretty. Like, the formula is, or like a little more like softer. That's what I meant to say. This one, I really love it. It's more of like a peachy kind of highlight. It's like peach with like a gold shift. It's just gorgeous. I love it so much. It's so pretty. We're almost there with the makeups. Oh God, this is gonna be such a long video. My Lethal Cosmetics palette. I love it. I love it. I don't know the names of the shades off the top of my head, but I will either put them on the screen or put them in the description if you want to know exactly what shades I chose from the website to actually put in this 9-pan. Their shimmers are good, like their shimmers are great, but what I think Lethal does best is their mattes. Their mattes are some of the best matte eyeshadows I've ever tried. They have really fun colors. Like, I feel like I hadn't seen these 2 shades in many other like palettes or singles. So I really love them, and I love the color story that I made. This like 3 Powerpuff Girls looking ass palette. It's very Powerpuff Girls. The Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette has been my new fave rainbow palette. I am wearing the yellow, I'm wearing Lemon Drop, a little bit of Squad, and then some Unbothered in the outer kind of corner third. Lemon Drop all over the eye. Definitely. I feel like it's such a good like staple kind of rainbow palette, and the shades are not like so pigmented to where they are difficult to blend because they are a little more buildable. I like the purple tones. I like the deep tones in here, and I like it. Perp Smurf. It matches my hair. Not that side, this side. So nice. Look at that. Ooh, so good. And then this blue Yacht Life. Ugh. Love these. So nice. Wiping it on my pants. Second day pants. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta wipe some stuff off on your pants. I haven't used a lot of different makeup stuff this year. Like I've mentioned, I've kind of just stuck with a lot of the same things. Haven't worn makeup a lot. The only time I really do wear makeup is if I'm like on stream or if I'm filming a video, because I don't wear makeup to work because I'm wearing a mask all day. So pretty much everything in here you're not surprised about because I've worn it on camera. My face brush has been helpful this year. Yeah, I love this thing. This is me manifesting an Adam and Eve sponsorship in 2021. Can we help that happen, please? Thank you. As somebody who doesn't live with my significant other, I don't know what I would have done without you. Anyway, yeah. So that's all the products. Now let's talk about some other things. We're not talking about music because I have an entirely separate video talking about music coming later this month. So get excited and prepared for that. I don't remember if Libby and I started watching The 100 before lockdown started or after, but we started watching The 100 and we got up through all of the seasons that were on Netflix. We haven't watched the last season because we've been trying to like finish other shows. We finished all of Schitt's Creek. That is another favorite from this year. Schitt's Creek turned into like a new favorite comfort show for me because I could watch the episodes over and over again and they're just feel good and wonderful and happy and I love it. Holy shit, Schitt's Creek. Holy Schitt's Creek. Can you believe that this year, like, that Tiger King was also this year? I watched it. It's a wild ride. It's not a favorite, but, like, that was this year. Is that not wild? That's fucking weird. What other TV things? So, my boyfriend and I haven't spent a lot of time together this year because we've been pretty much quarantined away from each other for the most of it because we don't live together. And there was a lot of us just watching TV shows over Discord where like I would open up my phone on Discord, he would open up his phone, and we would watch things on Netflix together or Hulu. Over the last 4 years of us dating, he has shown me a handful of animes that he watched when he was younger that mainly that he knew that I wasn't gonna like just to get my reaction out of it. And it's been funny. Like he'll show me something, I'm like, I hate this. Why is this a thing? Because it's anime that was like targeting like teenage boys, you know, and I'm not a teenage boy. One anime that he got me hooked on is Blue Exorcist. And Blue Exorcist, to be fair, I think is another anime that's targeted towards teen boys. But because it's a show where like the main characters are brothers and it's about brotherhood and it's about family, like chosen family, I really, really enjoy it. The soundtrack is fantastic. The story like makes sense. Like it's not so fucking weird. And I really love it. And I wish that there were more seasons of it. I really do, because there's technically only 2 seasons. I love Blue Exorcist and we watched Kyoto Saga this year and I am so sad that it was so short because I wanted more and we need another season. Okay. More recently, a show that Josh has watched many times that somehow evaded me for so long that I just like never watched. I think it was because it was right when it came out, I was a little bit too old for cartoons, so to speak. I was getting into more like Boy Meets World, that 70s show, eventually Grey's Anatomy, all that kind of stuff. And that's Avatar the Last Airbender. And I had never seen Avatar. For some reason, I thought it was a Disney show for all this time. And I never realized it was a Nickelodeon show. And I was always a Nickelodeon kid growing up. Hey Arnold, Doug, Rugrats, SpongeBob, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, Cat Dog, all of the shows in like 90s Nickelodeon was like a fever dream. It was weird as fuck. For some reason, I just never thought I would like Avatar the Last Airbender. And I was so wrong because Josh and I started watching it a couple of months ago now, and I have absolutely loved it. And I feel like I missed out for so long. And I'm so glad that we finally did. And he's watched it before. He just really likes seeing my reactions to things because he's watched it and he's like, he knows what's happening and what's coming up. And so seeing my kind of just first reaction, seeing me see something for the first time has just been like really satisfying for him. Like he really enjoys being like, ha, I found something that she likes. I wish he would find things that I like that are not like 2 or 3 seasons long. But, you know, not everything great can last very long. Yeah, Avatar the Last Airbender has been a surprise fave this year. And I am so happy about it because it has been another comfort show the last couple of months because it's just so, like, sweet and wholesome and funny and I don't know. I really like it. And I'm so happy that he got me to watch it finally. Like, we've watched some dumb reality shows on Netflix because there were so many of those, so many friggin' reality like dating shows on Netflix. The only reason that I would watch these dating shows on Netflix, these reality shows, is just so that I know what's happening when Jarvis Johnson makes a video about it. Just so I know, I'm like, oh, what's happening? And then I just wait for Jarvis's video because he is always on point and funny. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about in today's favorites video. Like I said, I will have a whole dedicated video for favorite music of the year because because I can talk about that shit for way too long, and fitting that in a larger video just about everything made literally no sense. But I will have your song of the day be This Is the End by Phoebe Bridgers. And I know that I've had this song as song of the day before this year. I'm pretty positive. It might be like my favorite song of the year, to be honest. Like just the music video, everything. I love Phoebe. She's fucking fantastic. That is this year's favorite. Let me know what some of your favorite products of the year have been. Seriously, let me know. If you're new here and would like to see more of my content for the rest of this month and next year, you want to stick around, please subscribe, hit the like button. That would be very much appreciated. Thanks so much to my patrons. I appreciate y'all seriously so much. All of my social media will be down in the description, including my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch. So follow me there if you want to see me in other places on the internet. And I hope you guys are all having a good day. I hope you are staying safe. Stay home, wear your mask, wash your hands, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.